Well, here we are in Lyon, we made it. Wet morning. There's the cathedral here. So a nice trip from Valencia to Lyon on the train. Everything went straight forward. This is the main square in the, next to the cathedral. There's some of the streets, it's a walled sort of city. So had a nice rest. Tomorrow we'll start and walk. Here we are in Lyon Cathedral. It's a massive Gothic church built in the 13th century. There's all the saints in there. It's what they call the cloisters. Just been to mass there, so we should be ready for a nice pilgrimage to Santiago Compostela. These columns was made in about 1280, 1290. Very old. So we are inside the cloister area at the moment. Busy repairing some of it. That's where the inside the cathedral were big glass windows are. Here's some of the buildings around here, another big church. Pouring down the rain. This picks up for tomorrow. Been in the cathedral there and the cloisters. I'm trying to get back to the hotel. We've just walked in a circle and come back to the cathedral again. So there's a navigating with the map there. So we should manage now. Still on the right track to the hotel, I hope. And there's the cathedral up there. It hasn't stopped raining yet, but never mind. Well, here we are at the start of the walk to Santiago. We're at Hospital Oviedo, just getting off the taxi. And just sending a text to say we're starting. So it's a better day today. Much better. It was a terrible day yesterday. Wet all day, but we had a nice look around the cathedral. Went to mass and prayed for a fine day. So it's overcast but fine. And here in Hospital Oviedo, you see the stalks on the roof there. So that's the only place there's nest on churches and such like. And down there's a bridge, 13th century Roman bridge, which we're starting to walk along now. So prayed for a lovely walk, so They made a good start. Here we are at the Rum Bridge, taking the pictures. Beautiful start to the walk. People are friendly already. So we've got our little sticks and backpacks. So we're really looking forward to this. There's a river down here.
This is the nicest day we've had in a while. And the wind, one day the wind was blowing so hard, you was blowing the tractor.
Here we are crossing the bridge. So it's a lovely morning again. There's some interesting things. They must irrigate with these channels. So it's quite interesting walking through here. We've started the walk. In the distance there we're walking through a forest, I think. And there's a little village ahead there. Lots of greenhouses at the moment. So it's lovely. Here we are coming to a little village. Nice sort of trees here. Lots of crops. Hops back there. Some more camino people coming along here. Here we are, we're just getting quite warmed up now. Lovely day for walking. Just met up with a lady, Irish. She's walked from France. So it's nice scenery here. Some nice little villages on the way here. So it's quite enjoyable. Here's a typical farm. Plenty of bales knocking about. Combines.
Cheers.
Seem to have a cattle inside that big shed there. Here's something unusual I haven't seen. Little calves inside little pens. Keep them nice and warm there. Yeah, we're starting to climb up on the hills here a little bit. Cuckoo over there, I don't know if you can hear it on here. Stopped. So we're on the road to Astoria where we stop tonight. It was about 16 kilometers, 10 miles.
This is the first stop. A few minutes rest. Your dad's wanting a closer look in case he misses anything.
Looks like an Indian there, but I don't know what it is. Some sort of shrine. Here's the fellas done spraying. Here's a sign to Camino, all yellow arrows. And people's leaving messages on little pebbles there. So we haven't gotten lost so far. Here we've reached the top of one of the climbs through a sort of forest. In the distance there were the hills which we're heading for. So it looks very nice. There's mountains right around here. In the distance there, as far as you can see, there's snow on top of the mountains. Very difficult to see. There's some nice sorts of trees here, sort of popular trees, and they're quite pretty to see. Nice and peaceful here. Not a sound. Lots of birds singing, cuckoos I've never heard for years. So it's nice and peaceful. Here we are heading down to where are we stopping?
Astorga.
Astorga. There's a town in the distance there. So I've walked quite a long way actually. In distance there, there's quite a bit of snow in the mountains there. So it's a pleasant, very pleasant day for walking. Here we are, looking down on Astorga. We're high up here, and we seem to have walked here very quickly today. This used to be a walled city here, town anyway. So it looks very nice. Anne's enjoying the walk. Here we have stalks, whatever you call them, purpose-built pools for them to sit on.
Nest.
There's a bird peeping out the top.
The second one.
So it's interesting to see them. There's the ancient acre there. Here we are in Astorga. There's the cathedral there. And there's the church there. Beautiful front on this cathedral. Astorga here. This is part of the old walls around the city once over. I think this is one of the main places here. Here we are in the plaza where we're staying tonight. There's lovely buildings here. And there's a hotel we're staying in there, it's lovely. Lots of people around. It's the Hotel Leicester. Where the bell is, the monument standing. Here's the camp of what they've had a pageant on today. It's 200 years since Napoleon attacked this town. They've all dressed up with the old-fashioned the soldiers wear. So I've just missed that, but there's lots of horses who are reenacting the fighting and such like up in the town. So it must have been nice to see. In the distance there, there's the mountains we're heading for in the next few days. Certainly a lot of snow on top of the hills. Yes, some of the soldiers are just finished what they were doing about an hour ago. This is the main camp. think it's 2 days tomorrow. Have another reactment. Have big guns and lots of horses. Just getting dried up after torrential downpour with snow and everything. Here's all the tents are staying in. Some of the guns are using. So that's the camp where the activity is. Very nice to see. Here's this showing you how the gun works and goes off and all the people around here. Very close to this church here. There's the statues that ring the bell. Here we are putting gunpowder into the gun. They're going to fire it shortly, I think. This is a nice little village called Mercia, something like that. Murias. Just left Rabanal about an hour ago. It was where were we? Astorga. It was 4 degrees. Just nice for walking. We're heading for Rabanal. So we've had to stop already for a little rest. Here we are, just starting to walk on off the main road. Quite a lot of cyclists heading that way. Beautiful view way up in the hills there. In the distance there's Astorga starting to rise up here. A lot of barren ground around here. We're rising to about 1150 metres, so it's a lovely track to walk on. Here we are coming up to the next village, Star Catalina. There's always this church with steeples when you come to these villages. It's in the middle of nowhere. The hills that way and snow mountains this way. Often big bells on these churches. This little village, this quaint little village. Plenty of little cafes you can stop for coffee or get your certificate stamped. You want to stop for coffee?
Eh?
You want to stop for coffee? It's a lovely little village right through the middle here. There's a little village called El Ganzo. It's actually in the middle of nowhere, but this is the last village before Ribanal. There's lots of windmills on the mountains there. We're getting near the snow-capped mountain there. But we're not going up there. we can't miss Anne walking there with the yellow waterproof on her knapsack. Bit shower the day, but still very nice. This is the sign what all the way around the Santiago, Camino de Santiago, with the shell on, and you can't really get lost. And all the little arrows pointing on the road, so it's quite useful. There's another church with a steeple, cannot miss them.
Stalk
Eh?
on the church.
Oh, get the one that's so closer. There's the stalk right on top of it. It's not really a stalk, I don't know what the proper name for it. The blossom's just coming out in late spring, but just starting to warm up a little bit. A nice little church here, it's quite old. A nice place to build a nest. Some very old buildings on you through these little villages. So we're heading away up the hills there. Here we are having a rest, sitting in the middle of nowhere. Still a few miles to go yet. It's flagging a little bit, but we'll manage, I suppose. This fence is full of crosses.
Hey?
It must be ancient, some of these. They've been gone back a couple of 100 years. Oh, it's a cuckoo. We're having a rest.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo, yeah. Quite a few around here, isn't there? So we're nearing the end here, just over top of the next hill.
Stop.